Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot. And let me see. Today I am going to be doing the December 2020 read for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Once again, this is still a general collective reading. It's just a much smaller a portion of the general collective. If it resonates with you, then, ouch, I'm sorry. If it resonates with you, then take the knowledge with you. If it doesn't, then leave it for someone else. If you find in a few days that things start happening, or a few days, few weeks, few months, few years, that things start happening and it does start resonating with you, you're more than welcome, excuse me, you're more than welcome to come back to the channel and review. I'm not doing extended yet, but I will be in the future, so you'll also have access to those. Let me see. Disclaimer. If you're under 18 years old, exit left. I do not do readings for anybody under the age of 18 for personal reasons, and these cards have full frontal nudity in some of them, although there's no sexual connotation in I think almost all of them. There might be an exception in the row. So there's that. If you like the videos, please hit like, subscribe, and share. You have no idea how much that helps the channel grow. It's just amazing. I'm relatively new. I've been doing this for 35 years, but somebody told me that I needed to share this gift with the world because this person's reading was unbelievably accurate. And she just, and I told her I didn't know, I knew how to do cards, but I didn't know how to do the electronics. And she was like, you just got to do it. So I gave it a shot, and I'm working my way through it, and I am telling you, I am technically challenged the whole way. So it just is. You have to bear with me, because I might be a whiz at this, but cameras and computers and websites and oh no, I'm not. So anyways, let's get back to the reading. So Capricorn, I am pulling a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Okay. I do pre-shuffle my decks so that we don't have to spend 20 minutes or 30 minutes shuffling and you be bored. So it says Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Okay. It's a beautiful card. Okay, I use Oracle cards because they are powerful in their own right. And then sometimes I can use them, or the energies coincide with the cards. I don't know how to explain how it works. It just does. I mean, if you follow along, you'll just get it. These are the animal and, wait, hold on. This is Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I'm going to pull two of these. Oh, forgive me, I'm tired. I just got home from work. It says the Shaolin Master. It's telling you to be graceful in movement and in actions. I don't know what happened on that blue moon, but let me tell you. Some of these cards, that's the first time I've seen the Swan Spirit for a while. But this one has been coming up for a lot of the signs. Okay, so the second Angels and Ancestors Oracle card is Shaman. Excuse me. Trust in higher forces. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to do a 5 position spread. It's the past, the present. Let me see. Past, present, future. Advice from Spirit, and the probable outcome if you accept Spirit's advice, or if you go forward with Spirit's advice. Like I said, sorry, I'm tired. I just got home from work. It was a good day, though. So, I see the Magician. Okay, so at some point in your past, you started manifesting something. Okay, and again, we're going to run through these cards with clarifiers. So, let me just kind of feel my way through the initial cards. Okay, so your present is the Lovers. Okay, so you may have been manifesting love, or you may have been manifesting something else. Okay, the way love works, look, the way energy works, you see how his wand is pointed towards as above, and his hand is pointed as below. He's transmuting the energy and making what's above as above, so below. That's the expression, and that's what he's doing. Those three rays of light are called Awen. That is Spirit. This is a Celtic tarot deck. Okay, so that would have been Spirit. This is call it blessed. You can call it whatever it is, but you know, they're happy with it. How about that? And sometimes you might not have been manifesting the Lovers, but sometimes when you're manifesting other stuff, you know, and you're busy and you're building your empire and you're not paying attention to love and you don't care. I mean, not like you don't care. It's not like you don't want love. It's just like, I'm busy, you know. And when you're least paying attention, that's when it strikes. Okay, so Spirit, please guide my hands. A future card. Okay, so this could be in a very, very intense relationship. In the future, we see the shadow. And the shadow is not, well, it's actually a devil card and other things. But again, see, if you look, I can hold the card straight. I don't know if you can see it. Above the glowing eyes in the background on the top of the card, you see Awen, but it's in the opposite direction. So it's coming from as below, I guess, to above. But this is a different kind of below. In some cases, this can be a toxic relationship. You see that they're bound by chains, but they can easily pull those chains off. I mean, like the one that goes over their necks are all the way to their shoulders. You can put a bull through there. There's a possibility with this kind of relationship that it could become toxic. There's that shadow. What it's warning you, okay, these are really passionate relationships, and you're always free to walk away. You don't have to. Actually, in one deck, I don't remember the name of the deck, but in one deck, he looks over and the female's gone. She shed her chains and she ran away. I thought that was, or left, and I thought that was really cool because that's a really significant point in maybe a divine feminine. So anyways, I think it's just a warning for you not to be cautious, so that you don't allow, because it's so passionate that it could easily become a toxic relationship, or it is a toxic relationship. So we're not going to know, but I'm going to throw clarifiers in a little bit. So we got this. All right. So Spirit's advice is to be the Nine of Cauldrons. Okay, and the Nine of Cauldrons is basically somebody that has everything they want but love. So they focused on their money, their possessions, their education, everything that they want to bring into their sphere, they have focused on. They've mastered all these cups. Okay. Then the only thing they don't have is love. And 99.9% of the time, they're probably not even looking for love. They're busy with whatever they're doing. I mean, this is a celebration, and obviously it was a good one because there's a legend with the floating head. Just roll with it. But there was a party. You know, the other ones are napping it off, so to speak. And the only thing that they're missing is love, but they're not actually like missing love. Does that make sense? They're happily single. They're not opposed to love. They just don't have it, and they're quite content with where they are because they've built a firm foundation. They did things correctly. Okay? All right. So, and if you follow Spirit's advice to do this, you know, it's telling you you may not be seeing clearly that Spirit is trying to bring you this cup. Okay, because you're really focused on these three. So sometimes when you're doing this, you are focused on these three because, you know, that's your wealth, health, and whatever. Okay, and you could miss it altogether. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, though, we have an ace. And this is the Ace of Shields. That has to do with your wealth, health, and welfare. This is monetary benefits. You have the potential for staggering heights. And it usually has to do with your security, your finances, your material possessions, your house, your car. Sorry. I've used a scented candle and it messes my throat up. And then I was working with some really harsh chemicals today, so please bear with me, and I apologize for the raspiness in my voice. So anyways, let's clarify the Magician. Spirit, please clarify the Magician. Please clarify the Magician. All right, and the first card out is hard work. So this Magician just didn't pop up in your past. You worked hard. You worked very hard for whatever this is that you are trying to create. Okay? This isn't just manifesting like you're casting a spell, but you put the work into this. Okay? You put a lot of work into this. You studied this. You learned your craft. And then you decide, for whatever reason, you needed to rest and reflect. Maybe you had issues. Maybe you didn't feel like the other person was responding, blah, blah, blah. And we'll see as the cards progress what the deal is. But your next card is the Lovers. So it could have been that relationship, or maybe it wasn't that relationship. Maybe this is a new relationship. Sorry. All right, Spirit guide my hands. So you do have a communication coming in, and that's the Lovers card. That's a major arcana card. So that's somebody wanting to communicate with you. And this is judgment. Spirit's judgment. So if you try to manifest this, sometimes you manifest things. You know, remember the Twinkle, Twinkle? Or no, that's not it. That's the song. Anyways, you wishing upon a star. And you could have wished for this when you were a kid. And it's coming true. And judgment's decided in your favor. It's only warning you not to let it become toxic. It's not saying that it's a toxic relationship. It's saying don't, okay, if you're the 9 of Cups, or you have your own business and you have your own career, Don't be cutting out on work. You're going to go to work. You're going to do your thing. If you're going to school, you're going to do your classes. And if this is the right relationship, it will work with you, not against you. But if they start like, well, oh man, why don't you just cut class and stay with me today? Okay, well that might happen once in a great while, but probably not. So the best course for the future is to be educated spiritually and physically. That's the Hierophant. And I think this is the blending of the two. So that you're in balance. Because if you're in balance, you're not going to get pulled into toxic energy. Alright. So. Oh yeah. And if you do it this way, you will build a strong foundation. You're just not going to let anybody run up on you willy-nilly, you know. You have to be spiritually and in the physical realm, you have to be balanced. So you can't be all crazy with love and then drop everything that you're doing and lose your job, blah, 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 blah. So, the Nine of Cups. Oh, means the Lovers is coming in. So, that's actually the Two of Cups, which is the minor arcana. But this is love of some sort. Alright. And whoever you are, you're presenting as the Emperor. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. You are somebody who's been through hell and back. You know how to rule, and you have encompassed all the powers of the kings or queens, or in this case it would be kings. King's energies. So you've learned how to channel them, which would be tantamount back here to the Hierophant. Okay. But it shows you here that you may not want to accept the cup. Okay, but the cup, let's go forward first. This is 7 of Wands. So whatever the cup entails, you're probably going to have to fight for a little bit. And maybe you don't want to. I mean, maybe you got hurt in the past and you don't feel like fighting. And that's why it's time to take a deep dive. That's when you have to go down and you have to heal yourself. You have to trust in higher forces. That's what shamans do. I mean, the work they do, oh, you know they got some trust. Okay? You have to trust. And the thing is that spirit is not trying to hurt you. They typically have you back. It's how you react. Like this one. It looks like he's pouting. Not this one. This is, and then be graceful in movement and actions. And the reason I'm saying all this is because in this case, you know, this one looks like he's just like pouting. He's got his back to a power wall. This is not some... He may be too young to understand how to wield that power, which is why he needs to learn how to balance the spiritual with the earthly and become an emperor, because this is not an emperor, but this is the same person. So that's where they are right now. And what's coming in for you is this Ace of Shields. So in this case, I think this person was having to fend off attacks. He came in peace, and then he was attacked by the villages. The villagers, or that's... I'm trying to find another way, another metaphor to put that into. He came in peace, and everybody tried to attack him. And he's over here like, oh, hell no, I don't want that. And yet, here's the King of Pentacles. Now, he, she, it doesn't matter. The energy, you can be a woman and be the King of Wands. Matter of fact, or the King of Pentacles. I mean, trust me on that. So this Ace of Shields, I'm getting the Hangman. So you're waiting, and behind you is all the knowledge that you need, but you need a different perspective so that you can utilize all that knowledge in that library and work with this Ace of Shields. And this is the overall energy of the reading, because you have a lot of burdens that you have to put down, but you can still work with that energy. You just have to know that you have a lot of burdens. But you're also presenting as the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which means you got this. You can do this. Okay? So I think basically what it's telling you is you need to take a deep dive, see where you're at, heal some things, or whatever's coming up. Instead of it coming up in bubbles to you, you need to go deep dive and see what's coming so that you have control over it, and rather than it having control over you. This is another reason of you're being graceful, and you have to trust in this higher power. All right? Sorry, I'm really tired. So basically, it's telling you that something's coming in, and it's up to you to decide. Your power and how you handle this as it comes into you determines whether it comes in as the devil, because that card can turn into the devil. It can turn into a lot of things, and it's a lot of heavy burdens that you already have. But it depends on how you respond to this energy. Okay? Like, just, if it comes in, if someone comes in and they love you, just don't fall in love overnight and then you want a whole relationship in 20 minutes, you know? Get to know each other. Take your time. That's how you prevent toxic relationships, and Lord knows I'm the queen of those. Or, well, okay, maybe not the queen. But I've had a couple. Alright, so I'm asking the archangels to present a message or give us more messages for you tonight, Capricorn. Oh, there you go. It's just what I said. Take back your power. Well, I didn't say it that way, but this is Archangel Raziel, and it says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. I think you have to speak it out loud. You can't just sit there and go in your mind, this is what I want, and this is what I want. You have to speak it very clearly. Speak it and be very clear. Okay? Because the Capricorns are, you're not chump change there, buddies. Just saying. You have power. You have incredible power. And whatever this is going to bring prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So this is something that you want. Something that you want to build. Okay? And again, right there. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Crystal clear intentions. And this is Archangel Michael. And be clear about what you desire. And focus upon it with all your unwavering faith. So you can be focusing on building your empire. In other words, solidifying your assets so that, you have more money coming in than going out. So that you have abundance. And you can be, somewhat free. And you have to state it clearly. I don't know. I've recently had, you have to say it. You have to say it out loud. You have to make crystal clear intentions. You have to speak them out loud. You know, here's an example. I am building a business. Well, technically, I am building a business. But I have a business. Does that make sense? See the difference? That's the crystal clear intentions. It is, yeah, but I not only have a business, I'm working this business and I'm doing what, I'm doing my part of it. And I am intending to manifest, well, obviously abundance, but I'm also trying to manifest where I can help people. I want to transition out of a career where I don't, well, I do help people, but, where more spiritual guidance. Okay. So I'm trying to transition to that. Well, you got to tell the spirit what they want to know. They need to know so they know where to put you. They can put you over here doing this, and that's nowhere near what you had intended. You have to state your intentions very clearly. Okay? And you're protected while you're going through these things. None of us ever think so, but we are. So I hope you enjoyed the read. I'm very tired, so please, if I'm mumbled and jumbled, please just forgive me. It was a long day, and I did a lot of physical labor, and it was just a lot of it wasn't bad though. I mean, it was an awesome day. It's just I'm just tired, so, and I hope it didn't affect your read. If you liked it, please hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon so that you can get video notifications when I post future videos. So, again, I apologize. I'm very tired right now. So, but I really wanted to do this. I was just compelled to do it tonight. And I hope you have a great evening. And I hope you liked the video. And thank you for watching. Good night.